Tonight, take a handful of salt and prepare for a ritual that will change your energy forever. This is not magic, not superstition. It is an ancient secret that instantly awakens prosperity, health, and abundance in your life. While others sleep, you will be activating invisible forces that attract money, well-being, and opportunities like never before. A simple gesture, a unique moment, and the universe begins to align in your favor. Are you ready to discover the hidden power in the most ordinary things? Tonight, your salt becomes your master key to abundance. For centuries, kings, healers, and monks kept this secret in silence. It was not mere superstition, it was power. The kind of power that decides who rules, who prospers, and who remains in the shadow of scarcity. Imagine a room lit only by torches, walls covered with ancient symbols, and in the center a small clay bowl. Inside, nothing but ordinary grains. But for those who could see beyond appearances, it was not just food, it was a portal. Kings kept these grains in golden chests, not for their material value, but because they carried the energy of spiritual abundance. Monks spent entire nights whispering prayers as they watched the grains glow under moonlight. Healers used the same grains to ward off illness, attract fertile harvests, and protect entire families from destructive energies. The key is hidden in the ordinary. Pause for a moment and think, how many times have you touched these grains without realizing what they truly contain? How many times have you treated them as ordinary, when in reality they hide the key that could turn your life around? What makes these elements so powerful is not their appearance, but the vibrational field they emit when activated correctly. It's as if each particle is a drum beating in the invisible heart of the universe, calling abundance to come to you, the power of a few. Why was it hidden for so long? The answer is simple and unsettling. Whoever controls the secret controls the flow of prosperity. If everyone had access, kings would lose their thrones, healers their privileges, and monks their reverence. That power was protected at any cost, passed only from master to disciple, in rituals surrounded by oaths of silence. Today, the veil lifts before your eyes, and it is no coincidence. You haven't arrived here by accident. Something in you was already ready to hear this truth, the collective spark. Like this video now, so this knowledge doesn't remain hidden. If this video reaches more people, especially those over 50 who have faced decades of struggle and blocks, this secret can free them too. Your gesture is small, but it can become a current of collective abundance. And take note of this, there is a hidden mantra that only works if spoken at the exact moment. If you say it too early or too late, it dissipates into the air like dust. But if you have the courage to wait, absorb every detail and speak it when I reveal it, the energy will flow through your life like lightning, opening all paths and preparing your senses. Are you ready to discover which grain it is and how to transform what seemed trivial into a portal of wealth and protection? In the next moment you will feel, not just hear, how the sound, aroma, and even the heat of these ingredients can awaken dormant forces inside your own home. When salt meets fire, something invisible awakens. The sound is not just a crackle, it is like primitive drums beating in the heart of the universe, calling prosperity out of silence. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the scene. A pot heating, flames dancing, grains of salt falling onto the heat. The crackle is sharp, dry, almost hypnotic. Each spark carries centuries of hidden rituals. It's as if the ancestors whisper, "We are here and so is abundance." Then the sweet aroma of cinnamon spreads through the air. It's not just a smell, it's as if each molecule carries a memory of victory. Your body reacts instantly, your breathing deepens, your chest opens, and a feeling that something good is coming begins to take hold. At that moment, the energy of cinnamon opens invisible doors, doors that had long been closed inside your own mind. Now look at the burning bay leaf. The flame gradually envelops the leaf, turning it to ash. Its crackle sounds like a whisper of conquest. In many ancient cultures, and especially in our history, the laurel crown was a symbol of victory. from Roman generals to poets honoured in Spain. Here it is no different. As it burns, the leaf delivers to the universe the message that you are ready to conquer. And then the final touch, the clove, small, discreet, but full of power. When it falls into the fire, its aroma fills the room like stars appearing in a dark sky. Each clove is like a promise, each crackle like a wish released into the cosmos. It is impossible not to feel a different vibration in your body, almost electric, as if your paths are realigning to bring you what you desire most. The language of spices. These ingredients together are not just spices, they are symbols, keys, vibrational codes that activate your mind, body, and spiritual energy all at once. The secret is not just to believe, but to feel, to allow the sound, scent, and heat to penetrate you like signals, awakening dormant parts of your soul. Your challenge. Now here comes a challenge for you, listening in this moment. Write in the comments which of these ingredients resonates most with your heart. Is it the salt crackling like thunder, the cinnamon opening paths with its perfume, the bay leaf proclaiming victory, or the clove shining like stars? I want to know which one you believe can change your life. Don't ignore this call. Every word you write is a confirmation to the universe, and when dozens, hundreds of people write at the same time, a collective current is created, and the energy generated from that movement returns multiplied to those who participate. The hidden power. There is a detail almost no one knows. When you combine these ingredients in the correct way, they not only attract abundance, they also reveal hidden truths that can shake your entire life. And that is exactly what you need to know before taking the next step. Be careful. This ritual is not a game. It can open doors you never imagined, but it can also close paths you took for granted. The mirror of truth. Have you ever felt that some people are only by your side when everything goes well, but disappear at the first change? This ritual has the power to show that brutally. When the energy is activated, it does not just bring prosperity, it brings hidden truth. And we are not always prepared to face it. Imagine the scene. You light the flame, hear the salt crackle, the scent of cinnamon spreading through the kitchen. The atmosphere becomes light, almost magical. Suddenly, subtle signs appear, unexpected messages. People drift away without explanation, invitations stop coming. Many who have done this ritual report that it was as if the universe had stripped away the masks of those around them. Friends who seemed loyal vanished. Relationships maintained only out of convenience broke. Wrong doors closed almost immediately. The necessary cleansing. And here is the most powerful point. This is not bad luck. It is cleansing. It is the universe removing everything that blocked your abundance. Only this cleansing hurts. It is like pulling out a rotten root so that a stronger one can grow in its place. Ask yourself, are you truly ready for the truth to appear? Because the truth does not ask permission. It comes, tears the veil, and exposes what was hidden. And when it happens, you need courage not to cling to what is being taken, the pact with yourself. Many report that after the ritual, they felt a strange mix of loss and relief. Loss because close people drifted away. Relief because the burden disappeared. It's like opening a window after years in a closed room. The wind enters, the dust flies, and for a moment it's uncomfortable. But then comes deep breathing, freshness, freedom. If you feel you have enough courage to go through this process, write now in the comments, I am ready. I want to see how many dare to say it publicly in front of hundreds or thousands of people. It's not just a phrase, it's a pact. When you write it, the universe records it. You are ready to face the truth. A serious warning. This ritual activates deep energies. If you do it lightly as a game, you may become frustrated, but if you do it with intention, focus, and surrender, transformation is inevitable. You may lose people, false opportunities, or paths that seemed promising, but were actually leading you away from your purpose. In return, you gain something priceless: clarity. And clarity is the greatest power a human can possess. Imagine living without masks around you. Imagine making decisions without the influence of those who only pretend to support you. Imagine having only those by your side who vibrate on your same frequency. That is freedom, that is true prosperity, the mysterious signs. But there is something even more intense that few know. During this process, mysterious signs begin to appear. Some have strange dreams. Others see repeating symbols in their daily life. Numbers, feathers, coins on the ground. These are ways the universe confirms that the energy is working. And in the next step, I will show you how to prepare this ritual precisely, revealing secret ingredients and the method of activation. But pay attention. Without the final mantra, nothing works, and that mantra will only be revealed at the exact right moment. Now that you have already felt the hidden power in the ingredients, it is time for something even more delicate, the preparation. But be careful. Every gesture, every order, every detail matters. One wrong move can turn the ritual into mere smoke with no effect. Imagine yourself in your kitchen, but as if it were a secret temple. The flame of the fire is not just fire, it represents life itself. The pot in front of you is not an ordinary object, it is a cauldron of transformation. And those ingredients that seem so simple are in reality fragments of ancestral power that you are about to arrange in a precise dance. Breathing and beginning. First, take a deep breath. The ritual does not begin when the salt touches the fire. It begins when your mind calms. Close your eyes for a few seconds and feel the rhythm of your breathing. Inhale while counting to 4. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale while counting to 6. Repeat 3 times. In that moment, your energy begins to align with your surroundings. Now light the fire. Observe how the flames move, always seeking oxygen, always expanding. That is the same movement you desire for your life, to grow, to expand, to breathe freely. The steps of the ritual. Take the salt, but do not throw it carelessly. Hold it in your hands as if it were a precious stone. Bring it close to your chest and mentally say, "Here I transform, I unblock the path." Only then, slowly let the grains fall onto the fire. Listen to the crackling. Each pop is a knot unraveling. Next, add the cinnamon. Do not drop it suddenly. First, feel its fragrance in your hands. Bring it to your face. Inhale its sweet aroma and allow a smile to appear. This opens your body to the energy of joy and victory. Then throw it into the fire. Watch as the smoke rises. It is the signal that the paths are beginning to open. Now it is the turn of the bay leaf. Take a whole leaf, press it firmly, and silently say, "Here I declare victory." Burn it slowly. Watch how the fire consumes every detail, as if engraving your intention in the air. When the leaf turns to ashes, blow gently to let them drift away, symbolizing that victory is already in motion. Finally, the cloves. Take 3 cloves, always 3, because the number symbolizes balance between body, mind, and spirit. Hold them in your palm and imagine them shining like stars. Then throw them into the fire and notice the subtle sound as they heat up. At that moment, visualize your desires as points of light expanding across the universe. The declaration. Now write in the comments, "I activate this power." Do not underestimate this gesture. When you write, you are not just typing words. You are leaving a record in the physical world of your spiritual intention. It is a commitment to yourself, the secret of the mantra. But here comes the most delicate part. Without the hidden mantra, this ritual is only half the journey. The mantra is the key that seals the process, like the final word that opens a closed door and cannot be revealed prematurely. It must be pronounced at the exact right moment. That is when the universe listens most clearly. In the next step, I will guide you to the climax, where the ritual takes its full form with the activating mantra included. But there is a critical detail. If you miss the moment, you will have to wait an entire cycle, exactly 1 year, for the energy to realign. The threshold. The moment has arrived that separates those who only listened from those who truly dare to touch the invisible. The full ritual is not a sequence of gestures, it is a journey. Those who enter it are never the same again. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the scene in detail. The flame burning in front of you, trembling as if it had consciousness. The pot resting on the fire like a heart about to beat. The air around you feels denser, heavier, and at the same time charged with expectation. You feel the heat brushing your skin like an invisible hand caressing your arm. The sound of the crackling fire mixes with the silence, creating a hypnotic rhythm. Time seems to slow. It is as if every second becomes a portal. The unfolding. Now, the first movement. Let the salt fall onto the hot surface. The sound is thunderous, like tiny invisible fireworks. Each crack resonates in your chest, vibrating through your ribs, as if your entire body were a sacred drum. You feel a slight electricity rise through your arms. It is the knot of scarcity unraveling. Next, take the cinnamon, bring it to your face, and inhale the deep, sweet aroma. It is impossible not to form a small smile. That is the signal. Cinnamon awakens forgotten joy, the confidence that fear had buried. When you throw it into the fire, the smoke rises like a golden serpent, drawing invisible paths in the air that now open before you. Now take the bay leaf, run your fingers over its surface, feel its firm texture, almost like a tiny crown of victory. Look at the flame and say firmly, "Here I declare my victory." Bring the leaf to the fire and watch as it begins to burn, slowly crackling. The sound is soft yet profound, like a contract signed between you and the universe. When it turns to ashes, blow gently. Watch the particles dance in the air like tiny embers, carrying your request to invisible dimensions. Finally, take 3 cloves, hold them between your fingers and imagine each one as a star. Visualize the night sky above you, thousands of points of light shining. Now throw them into the fire. The aroma that rises is intense, warm, almost intoxicating. That is the seal. That is the moment your ritual ceases to be physical and becomes cosmic. Now that all the elements have been activated, the moment few dare to experience has arrived. The hidden mantra. Bow your head, close your eyes, and place your hand over your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel the energy vibrating around you as if the air has become denser. The mantra must be pronounced clearly, firmly, without hesitation. Repeat after me. I am abundant. Money belongs to me by divine right. So it is, and so it shall be. Do not just say it. Feel each word moving through your body. When you declare, I am abundant, imagine rivers of gold flowing toward you. When you affirm, money belongs to me by divine right, visualize doors opening, contracts being signed, people bringing real opportunities to you. And when you declare, so it is and so it shall be, feel the entire universe bow to your certainty, the collective pact. If you already feel this energy just by hearing these words, leave a heart in the comments now. That gesture is not merely symbolic, it seals the collective pact. Each heart is a spark, and together we form a flame of prosperity that no obstacle can extinguish. In that moment you may notice signs in your body, a shiver down your neck, warmth in your hands, sudden tears in your eyes. Do not run from them. These signs are confirmation that the energy has been activated, the power of the group. And here's a detail that almost no one understands. When this ritual is done in a group, even from a distance, the power multiplies. Every person who comments, leaves a heart, or declares their victory sends a vibrational wave that crosses borders. You are not alone. Now there is an invisible current connecting everyone who participates in this moment. The next level. But be careful, this is only the beginning. The ritual opens the door, but the next secret I'm about to reveal goes beyond prosperity. It involves an element you keep in your home every day, one you never thought of as powerful, something even stronger, capable of multiplying money in just 7 days. If it is activated correctly, are you ready to move to the next level? Because the next ritual doesn't just attract, it multiplies. The fire that leaves a mark. When the fire dies down and silence returns to the kitchen, you realize that something inside you is no longer the same. The ritual has ended, but the energy it released is only beginning to move in your life. Perhaps right now you are feeling a strange mixture of sensations, a deep relief, as if a weight has been lifted, a lightness in the air, as if you can finally breathe clearly, or even a sudden shiver, as if invisible hands have brushed your skin. All of this is a sign that the energy has been activated, the cleansing before abundance. It is important to understand this. Activation does not mean immediate prosperity. Before it arrives, cleansing must take place. People may distance themselves, invitations may stop coming, paths you thought were promising may unexpectedly close. It is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the universe removing from your path everything that blocked your growth. Imagine this scene. You are carrying a heavy suitcase filled with stones, convinced they are treasures. The ritual arrives, opens that suitcase, and reveals that it was never more than useless weight. At first you feel loss, but seconds later you realize that now you can move lighter, faster, farther. That is exactly what begins to happen in your life, the courage to accept. And here is the detail few dare to accept. This cleansing can hurt. People you care about may drift away. Opportunities you pursued may disappear. But if they leave, it is because they were never truly aligned with your destiny. You lose nothing that is genuinely yours. On the contrary, you open space for what should have already arrived. The declaration. If you feel ready to receive, write now in the comments, "Abundance is mine." Do not leave it for later. These words, written with intention, become an anchor in time. It is like leaving a note for the future, declaring that abundance already belongs to you. And the universe responds to that declaration, the shared gift. Now think, how many people you love are still trapped in scarcity energy? How many suffer without realizing they could free themselves? When you share this video with someone, you are not just sharing content, you are giving a key, an opportunity for liberation. Send it to someone you care about as an act of protection. It is like placing an invisible shield around them, keeping away energy that drains their strength. That simple gesture could be the most powerful gift you have ever given. The final warning. Do not be mistaken. The ritual you have just experienced is powerful, but it is only the first step. There is a next secret, even stronger, which does not use salt or fire, but something much closer to you, a daily object you have never seen as a source of wealth. This next ritual doesn't just attract, it multiplies. Many who have performed it report that their financial life changed in just 7 days. But here is the warning. This next secret can only be activated if you are with me in the next video. If you miss the moment, you will have to wait an entire cycle for the energies to realign. It is like a portal that opens and closes, and when it closes, nothing forces it to reopen prematurely. So subscribe to the channel now and turn on the notification bell. It is not just so you don't miss anything, it is to ensure you will be present when the next portal opens. Meanwhile, keep your eyes open for signs. In the coming days, you may start to notice strange coincidences, repeating numbers, symbolic dreams, unexpected objects appearing in your path. These are subtle messages that the energy is already in motion. And remember, when you declare yourself abundant, you are not asking, you are affirming. Abundance already exists. It already belongs to you. The ritual has only cleared away what blocked it. So once again, write in the comments, "Abundance is mine." Repeat it as many times as you feel. Each repetition strengthens your connection to this energy, your inner mirror. Here is my final request. Observe yourself from now on. Notice how you feel, how people around you react, how situations begin to reorganize. Share your experience in the comments. Each story is a mirror for others. When you write, you not only strengthen yourself, you inspire those who are still seeking the courage to take the first step, the decision. The ritual has ended, but the path of abundance is only beginning. And I ask you, Will you settle for staying on the first step, or will you rise with me to the next, where the best-kept secret will be revealed? The choice is yours. Comment now. Abundance is mine. Share this video with someone you care about. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because the next secret cannot be found anywhere else. Gratitude and closure. I want to sincerely thank you for making it this far, for accompanying every word, every detail, and every shared energy in this content. Your presence is not just a number. It is a living force that connects with my intention to bring peace, love, and prosperity to those who truly seek to transform their lives. May you feel in your heart right now the lightness of being on the right path. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering and leaving, a reminder that life is flow, movement, and constant renewal. Just as with breathing, prosperity must also flow, come and go, grow, and return multiplied. My wish for you. I wish that every step you take is illuminated by the clarity of peace. May love be present in your relationships, strengthening sincere bonds and removing anything that does not vibrate at the same frequency as your soul. May happiness manifest in the small things of each day, in quiet victories and unexpected smiles. May joy be your constant companion, the one that lights even the greyest days. Because when you choose joy, you become a magnet for new opportunities and abundance. Receive also my heartfelt wish for prosperity. May your life overflow with material and spiritual blessings. May every dream approach you gently, and may abundance be a constant reality, not a distant desire. Thank you for walking beside me. May your life always be filled with peace, love, happiness, joy, and prosperity.